Hey everyone, it's Joe. A little late on this recording. I usually record either on Saturdays or Sundays, but my son was busy playing No Man's Sky with his friend directly behind me, and it was very loud all weekend long. But that's okay, right? I mean, he got to play with his friend online, and they had a great time together. Anyways, I'm going to talk about my last week. Last week was really engaging because our Hiring Our Heroes program is starting to ramp up. And so I'm just going to show you like what our schedule was. Um, I don't know if this is easy to see. Oh yeah, let me zoom in. Oh, here we go. So as you can see here, every day there was information sessions about the companies and the fellowship positions that they have that they're offering. So I attended the USAA one. I couldn't get to the Wells Fargo one. I think I was at work still. And then I attended the Hiring Our Heroes Corporate Fellowship Program prep session, which was really good because they had all the program managers around the country talk and give us details about how the process is going to go and what to look forward to. And then there was two more sessions later on that day, so it was jam packed. Lockheed Martin, Booz Allen Hamilton, Skillstorm, and then the last one was Deloitte. And then today, actually, there was a Verizon event. So today's the 15th, and so as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they had 10 different sessions that you could participate in just on this calendar alone. And I think I got a couple other emails of other sessions that are like in between or something. So what this was today's the 15th, and our resumes and our profiles were shot out to the companies. In preparation for that, companies talked about what they had to offer for the fellowship program, and is like what positions and where they're located and stuff. Um, so I took a lot of notes. I really can't share any of the notes because they all had this wording on it saying that it was like not shareable because it's related to their hiring process, I guess, so to speak. But it's geared only for the people in the fellowship program. So so yeah, that happened. Lots of stuff. Yeah, I learned a lot. I think the companies that I was leaning towards are the ones that I'm still leaning towards. There wasn't anyone. Well, I'll tell you what. So USAA has been doing the fellowship program for a while, so they have a really good program locked down, and they know exactly how the program works, and they know like what type of talent that they're looking for. Deloitte. Deloitte was a surprise. Oh my gosh! Talk about so they're the second, I think what they said is they're the second largest consulting company in the world. And um and they have people all over the country, and they have a home base. I think it's either in New York or Chicago. I guess I can look that up real quick, right? Deloitte. So Deloitte is, oh, never mind. They are based in London, but here in the United States, if you work for Deloitte, you just have to be near an airport because you're going to be traveling most of the time doing consulting. They said that before COVID, they were doing like 50% travel for their work to do consulting, and they consult with big companies, like companies of the clothing brand that you like to wear, like to shop at, and stuff like that too. They help companies do their business better, and they have a lot of jobs. So yeah, I was totally interested in that one too. Um, and then Verizon. So Verizon really caught me off guard today. It's hard to understand how some of these telecommunication companies operate because we only see them through their storefronts, like T-Mobile and AT&T and Verizon, for instance, right? The three big, and Sprint, I guess, T-Mobile, Sprint, the three big mobile phone providers in the country. They have a lot of infrastructure work, and they have a lot of business side. that they do also. Verizon's presentation today was not for retail sales. It was for the corporate stuff. There was a lot of opportunities. One of the things that is an iffy thing, I guess if is the right word, or if maybe a deal breaker for some people, is that these jobs are within the corporate environment. So you would have to be near one of their hubs, and their hubs are in strategic locations around the country. But they have a few remote jobs. So as I was going through the presentation, and I followed one of the guys on LinkedIn, and he said I'd be really good for a specific position, and coincidentally that was a position I was looking at. It's the manager for business intelligence analyst, and this is exclusive for military fellowship. Here, let me zoom in so you can see what it is, and it's at one of their corporate offices in Irving, Texas. So the thing about Verizon that really caught me off guard wasn't that you were going through like a hiring manager process where you apply for a company. So some of the way some of the companies work is they use the regular hiring process for these fellowships. Verizon actually uses their veterans to become coaches for the applicants if they are chosen to go ahead and to apply. And so they coach you and mentor you through the process for your interview. That way then you can nail the interview, or they can tell you what to expect, or what, which I think is really cool, because it seems like everyone else, they have these positions and stuff, and they're very, very competitive, right? But Verizon actually went the extra step to help out people that are truly interested in their company. They put together a program to help specific. I mean, look at this job title. It actually says military fellowship. These jobs, like, were designed for people in the fellowship program, and you can only apply for these jobs if you're in the military and in the fellowship program. So, like here, digital engagement, user experience. Let's see what this one says. My internet is so slow right now. It's okay. We'll edit it. So this one, see, consultant digital engagement, user experience for military fellowship. And then you can talk about the things that you'll be doing and what they're looking for. And see right here, you must be a current participant of Hiring Our Heroes Corporate Fellowship Program Cohort 2-2021, which is what I am right now. Also last week, I finally got connection with a mentor, American Corporate Partners, and he's a corporate professional, and he's been in the corporate industry, I guess. Yeah, I'm going to give it a shot, and we'll see how it goes. We have our first meeting. My guy's name is Bill, so Bill and I will have a conversation Wednesday afternoon. So we did our introductory hellos through email, and we set up a time. So we're going to see how that goes. And he's excited, and I'm excited as well. And finally, I got a Microsoft certification. So Microsoft had a 3-hour training session for their Power Platform, and if you went through the whole session, they gave you a voucher for the exam. And so I went ahead and studied a little bit. I went through all the training, the online training slides that they have, which is free, by the way. A lot of the Microsoft exam information can be self-taught if you just go through the training material and stuff. But I also I also went on Udemy, and I bought an exam engine that came with 3 sample tests, and they had 75 questions each. The Microsoft certification test for Power Platform Fundamentals actually had a lot less, but you still had to score 700 out of 1,000 points to pass. So, 70%. And I passed, and it was free. And all it took was some time and effort on my part. Anyways, let's go back to my calendar. Yeah, so that's it for this day. Like I said earlier, so this is the day that our resumes and profiles get shut out to the companies. Let me see. I think there is back to the screen. I can move this over, make it bigger. I don't know, make it bigger. Oh, here we go. I can't really make it bigger. Okay. So anyways, companies right now that they have on board. So this isn't just for my area. This is like nationwide for the fellowship program. So he said, lastly, as companies reach out to you, keep an open mind. Have conversations with every company that contacts you. I do not recommend declining an interview. And I'm not going to be declining an interview because the SkillBridge program is a training program. This is something that the U.S. government put in place for transitioning military members to get training, to learn how to work in industry, and to partner with a civilian company to learn these skills that they need. Is it going to be in my best interest to avoid a company because they're not on my list? No, absolutely not. Because, like I said, there's only each one of these companies only have so many positions, and there are a ton of us. So I want to make the most of this learning experience and work with a company that has a job in industry that I'm interested in, because what I can do, the jobs that I'm looking at, almost every single company has it, so I'm not worried about it. It's just comes down to technical details about like what type of software applications that they have and what they use and stuff. So that's that. Anyways, back to me. So I think what I'm going to do is I have a through Salute to Suits. I have 3 suits, 5 shirts, 5 ties. Oh no, I think I have 6 ties. And pocket squares coming in the mail this week. I have a gray suit jacket right now. I have a gray suit jacket and some shirts and ties. I want to take those into the office and keep them there. I'll probably take 2 jackets. So when I get the other jackets this week, I'll put a couple in my office and then I'll keep a couple here. That way, then when I do the job interviews, they say to dress up for it, like you're actually doing an interview, and to smile, because when you're smiling, you're friendly, right? So that's what I'm going to do. Anyways, okay, I'm done. I'm going to edit this video and say goodnight. It's 10:37 p.m. Daylight savings time happened. It sucked. Um, I felt sort of jet laggy all day long. But, I'll catch up. All right. Bye.